Good evening, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Just before we get into it, as always, please smash that like button. It would really help get the stream out there and get more eyes onto the channel. Please subscribe if you are brand new. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. If you could do me a solid, hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so, so please do that if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, and of course, continue to get in all of your comments throughout the stream, guys. There's a lot to get through. Obviously, it's your 23-24 season prediction show. We're going to be going through player of the season, underwhelming player, young player, league position, all that jazz. So make sure that you've got all of your opinions in the comments, and we will have a chat during each section. We'll just get on to a few comments straight off the bat. Edward saying, "Hi, pal. Hi, mate. How you doing? It's going to be a great season." Yep, hopefully, mate. Hopefully that's the case. Frankie's saying, "Easy, pal. Hope you're good." I'm all right, mate. Thank you. Nick's saying, "Charlie's still finishing off his tea." No, I've had my tea. Thank you, Nick. I have. I've eaten a little earlier, mate. Hi, Charlie, and everyone. Just smash the like for you. Cheers, Philip. Yeah, if everyone else could smash a like, there's 16 of you in the building at the minute. Hopefully that grows throughout the stream. But yeah, please smash a like if you haven't already. Evening, Charlie. Happy Yorkshire Day to everyone in the chat as well. I was only made aware that it was even a thing earlier on at work today. Hi, Jap. How you doing? Julie's in the building as always. All ready for Sunday. Yep, absolutely buzzing to get back to Ellen Road. I really can't wait. Still hoping that we can get a striker in before Cardiff. Yeah, I wouldn't bank on it, Phil. I wouldn't bank on it, mate. Hello, good evening. I'm good. Are you? Yeah, I am good, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very good. So there's 20 of you in the building. As I said, smash a like if you haven't already, and we'll get into it then. So firstly, I just want to say, how excited I am for this season. I've been enthused with what we've seen so far during pre-season. The Man United game, look, it was Farke's first game in charge. He'd only been in charge for about a week. I don't think there was a lot that you could really read into that performance. It was decent in the first half, but then obviously when all the changes were made at half time, it just kind of fell to bits a little bit. And obviously Man United made a lot of changes as well, but they managed to get that one over the line. Fair play. The Monaco game, even though it was a defeat, I thought it was a small bit of progress in that game. I thought for spells in that game, we really matched Monaco. And, they are a top side in France, and I thought we competed very well with them in that game. Again, once changes were made in the second half, it kind of died off a little bit. But again, I thought we competed quite well in that. Who else have we played? Nottingham Forest, I think, was the best performance during pre-season. I was really happy with some of the link-up play and the ideas that, you can clearly see that Daniel Farke has got across there. And then obviously Hearts on Sunday, Hearts didn't really offer anything at all, really. So again, kind of hard to read into it. But again, there was some good bits of play in there. And like I've said already, you can really see what style of play that Daniel Farke is really trying to implement at Leeds already. It seems like we're going to have a lot of the ball in most games this season, which will be good to see. It'll remind us all of the Bielsa days. It may not be as free-flowing and as good as that, but I think it'll be very similar, which is good to know and good to see. So, yeah, overall, it's been a decent pre-season. Obviously, we've seen 2 signings come through the door, Ethan Ampadu and Carl Darlow. Unfortunately, we didn't get the chance to see Carl Darlow in action against Hearts on Sunday, but Ethan Ampadu has looked really good in the games that he's played. Very, very good. I feel like he'll slot in really well, just does the basics right, and just seems like an overall smart signing. And yeah, obviously, Charlie Cresswell has committed his future to the club today, which is really good to know. And it's clear that he's obviously part of Daniel Farke's plans moving forward. There's Nat Phillips being linked as well from Liverpool. Apparently, there's reports from the Liverpool side of things, saying that he was meeting with Leeds officials today. So hopefully that went well, if that is the case. And then obviously there's Brandon Williams, who's been linked from Man United today as well at left back, who's previously worked under Daniel Farke. I think that would be a decent signing if it was a loan, maybe. If it was a permanent deal, I'd be questioning it a bit. But I think on loan that could be a very good signing. So yeah, overall a decent pre-season, and obviously really really happy to get into the season now. We'll just get into some of your comments before we start the predictions. Glad Cressy has a new contract. Yeah, 100%. Nick G's saying excitement and anticipation building for Cardiff. Can't wait. Yeah, exactly. Just can't wait to be back in that South Stand on Sunday afternoon. I think it's going to be a really good atmosphere. It's a fresh start now, clean slate, and hopefully we can have a good start to the season. I will be at the Shrewsbury game next Wednesday as well, so I can't wait for that as well. Does anyone know how long Rutter is going to be out for? Yeah, great point that you've raised there, Chris. We don't at the minute. Same with Bamford as well. Obviously, both went off with knocks against Hearts. There was a photo on Twitter. I think someone saw Patrick Bamford out and about and had a selfie with him and said that he looked okay. Again, maybe they're just saying that to maybe ease fans and to calm fans down. But Farke said after the Hearts game that they were both doubtful for Cardiff. Even if one of them is fit, we need a number 9-esque player in that team on Sunday, in my opinion. However, if unfortunately both of them are injured, I do think that we've got enough at our disposal at the minute to get 3 points against Cardiff on Sunday. So yeah, we were great against Forest. Yeah, I agree. Really, really good that night. As it stands, what is our best 11 for Cardiff? Ooh, that's a good question. Tell you what, Sam, we'll save that for my predicted 11 video on Friday night. We'll save that. You've kind of put me on the spot a little bit there. I think I need to have a little think about that. Nigel's saying, I think we're going to have a potentially rough August until the window closes and Farke gets his squad as he wants it. Yeah, I can understand why it is that you might be saying that, Nigel. On the other hand, though, I do feel that the games that we've got in August are very winnable. Very winnable. I think Cardiff on Sunday should be a win. Then we've got Birmingham away. Again, that should be a win. The West Brom game at home, decent side under Corberan. That could maybe be a draw, or it could go either way. And then we've got Ipswich, I believe, away, newly promoted side. Look, I know that League One teams tend to do well in the Championship, but again, that should be a win in my opinion. So even if West Brom beat us, you're looking at what is that 9 points out of 12 there? That's still a decent enough start. So yeah, but I understand your point though, 100%. Jay's in the building as well. Evening, mate. How we doing? Just before going any further, guys, there's 40 of you in the building. 43 actually, sorry. If you could do me a solid, hit that subscribe button if you are brand new. I'm trying to get to 3,000 as soon as possible. That's my main goal at the minute. I am trying to get more consistency on the channel as well, and I have got some plans for the season as well to hopefully get some other creators on the channel. So make sure you subscribe for all that. Chris is saying about Cresswell getting the number 5 shirt. Yeah, exactly. Moran's saying that his view on Ampadu has changed. Looks a good buy at 7 million. Yeah, exactly. Looks a really smart signing, doesn't he? Is that how low in confidence you have that we get a striker in before Cardiff? Well, hope that is wrong. Yeah, look, I just think a striker, getting a striker in can take a lot longer than maybe a defender or a goalkeeper or a midfielder. Especially if it is Yul Perot that Leeds United are interested in. I think that's going to take some serious negotiating. I think we can go unbeaten in the first month of the season. Yeah, I agree as well. 100%. Jay's got a ticket for the Shrewsbury game. First competitive game in a long time. Hopefully see you there, Jay. Right. Okay, then. If I haven't got through your comments, guys, I do apologise. But obviously, there is a few different sections that I want to get through. So get your thoughts in the chat, guys. 39 of you in the building. First prediction of the stream. Player of the season. Who's going to be Leeds United's player of the season? Now, few candidates here. I'm thinking Cine if we keep him, Nonto if we keep him, Somerville potentially, Dan James even maybe as maybe like a wild card. But my pick for player of the season, who I think is just going to have a really good first season at the club, is Ethan Ampadu. I think Ethan Ampadu has shown enough in the pre-season games that he's played in so far to know that he's going to slot in and be a really good player for us, kind of similar to the Calvin Phillips role under Bielsa, where he would drop deep and distribute the ball out wide and further up the pitch. Good progressive passer, comfortable and composed on the ball, and as I've already said, seems just like a really smart and sensible signing. For me, like Warren said, he kind of questioned it at £7 million, like a lot of people did, but I feel like he hasn't showed his worth yet, obviously, because it is only pre-season. But like Arship is saying here, Ampadu just looks like a really solid player. Obviously, he, even though he's only 22, he has got good pedigree. He's a Welsh international. He's played at the World Cup. He's played in the Premier League with Sheffield United. He's been in the Bundesliga with Leipzig. He's played in Italy. So he has got good experience under his belt. And I think he'll just add that composure in the midfield. And yeah, I feel like he'll have a really, really good season. So yeah, Ampadu is my pick for player of the season. Let's get into who you guys think. Caroline is saying Ampadu as well. Arship is saying Cine if fit. Yep, that's a good point. Danny's saying Archie Gray. Fair enough. Cresswell, that's a shout. And Chris is also in agreement with that. Cresswell, yeah, that is also a shout. I question though that if we get a Nat Phillips in, for example, if Cresswell will be playing every single game to get Player of the Year, but I understand why maybe people are saying that. That's no problem. Edward's saying Jack Harrison. I'm presuming that's if we keep him. Cine if he stays, or Ampadu. Yeah. I think if Cine stays, I think it's out of him and Ampadu 100%. Nigel's saying Cine if he stays and keeps fit. Philip's saying, Charlie, I'm worried about Ampadu. He was limping at the end of the match, was he? I didn't see that, and there's been no news about Ampadu, so hopefully he is all right if that's the case. Dan's saying, any news on Nat Phillips? No, not at the minute. Like I said, it was just a few journalists from Liverpool that were reporting that he was meeting with Leeds United officials today. Hopefully that is the case, because I feel like that would be a really good signing as well. And Sinistera. Well, hopefully they're both fit, mate, hopefully. And Hill Football's saying Ethan Ampadu for Player of the Year as well. Yeah, I agree. I think he'll have a really good season. So yeah. Second category of the predictions. Young Player of the Year. So obviously there's quite a few players who are still classed as young. You could probably put Cine in the same sort of bracket. I think Cine is fairly young. But obviously I'm thinking the likes of Joe Gellart, Sonny Perkins potentially if he stays around, Matteo Joseph, Darko Jebe, Charlie Cresswell, those sorts of players. So get it in the comments, guys. Who do you think will be Young Player of the Year? My pick for Young Player of the Year has to be Archie Gray. I think, again, what we've seen from him in pre-season so far, he's played with such a level of maturity. I think he's about 18, is it? 18, 19 maybe. And even Ampadu has said in an interview after one of the games that, they've got a bit of an understanding already. And you wouldn't know that Archie Gray is 18, 19 years old. He just plays with such flair. He's, really confident on the ball. And to say that he's playing in like a holding role with Ampadu, I think he's handled that role really well. He gets stuck in as well. And again, progressive runs through the midfield into the attack. He's really good at as well. And I think it could really be a breakthrough season for Archie Gray. So, yeah, Archie Gray is my pick for Young Player of the Year. I should be saying he's 17. Really? He's 17 years old. That just proves my point even more. Like, how would you know that he's 17 playing in that way? He's just such a good player. Like, I'm 25, nearly 26, and I would never be able to play football like him, and he's 17. So, yeah, Jesus. Jay saying Archie Gray 100%. Yeah, there's a lot of Archie Grays in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, Archie Gray. Chris says Nonto if he stays. Yeah, fair enough. He's only young as well, isn't he? He's about, what, 20 years old? Something like that. Young Gray, yeah. Charlie Cresswell from Edward, yeah, fair enough. Chris is saying Mateo Joseph could be Young Player of the Year as well. Yeah, potentially, if he gets enough minutes. Jay saying an outside shot, Hjelde. Yeah, that's a good shout as well. And, I think he's done all right at left back as well. As a Sam Byram, who I think will get offered a deal at Leeds, whether it's 1 or 2 years, I don't know. Maybe 1 year would be the more sensible option for Sam Byram. But I still hope that we get a left back in. Hopefully the Brandon Williams rumour is true. I think it's come from a very reliable source as well. So yeah, hopefully we get that one over the line as well. Shackleton, I'm sorry, mate. I have to disagree with that. Really, really have to disagree with that, and you'll see why shortly. But yeah, no, definitely not. That Archie, yeah, 100%. Archie Gray, brother, better him. Strikers white, yeah, yeah. So yeah, Archie Gray for Young Player of the Year. So that is Ethan Ampadu for Player of the Year. Archie Gray for Young Player. Now the next one kind of depends on who stays and who comes in. But I still thought we'd talk about it anyway. Top goal scorer. Who is going to be Leeds United's top goal scorer this season in the Championship? Now, again, like I say, it depends, doesn't it? Who stays, who comes in. So it's kind of two answers from me, really. If we don't sign another striker, which I'll be honest, guys, I can see us not signing a striker, like in all honesty. So let's just work off the players that we've got now. Patrick Bamford, no. If he can stay reasonably fit, I think he'll score goals. But I don't think he'll be the top goal scorer. Rutter. Again, Farker's already said that he's more of a winger. I know he's been playing him up front, but I think he's just trying to see how he does there. But for me, he's mainly a winger. So yeah, he might chip in with goals here and there. But I'm a bit 50-50 on Rutter, to be honest, in terms of top goal scorer. And then there's Jack Harrison, who I just don't think. Nonto, I don't think either. Someone said Somerville in the chat. I think it's Warren. Yeah, I think all these guys will chip in with goals. But for me, if he stays, I think Sinistera will be the top goal scorer. I think we've seen in the games that he's played in the Premier League that he's got a goal in him. I think he'll chip in with a lot of goals this season and a lot of assists as well. I think he'll be involved in a lot this season if he stays. So yeah, it would be Cine based on the squad that we've got now. Now, Chris has put Yol Perot, which obviously, if my dream came true and we signed Yol Perot from Swansea, he would be my pick all day long. Even if we get a striker, I'm not getting my hopes up that it'll be Yol Perot. So obviously my answer could change depending on if we get a striker and who that striker is. But at the minute, we kind of have to go off the players that we've got at the minute, because these are probably the players that are going to start the season off on Sunday. So based on the squad that we've got, my pick for top goal scorer will be Luis Sinisterra. Like I said, Warren said Somerville again. I think he'll chip in, but I don't think he'll be top. Rutter or James, understand your picks there. Again, I think they'll just chip in with goals. I think they'll score a few, but it won't be the top one. Correct. If he stays fit and plays 30, 40 games, Cine will be top goal scorer. 100%. Wow, Charlie, you are so wrong. What am I wrong about, Philip? Please enlighten me. Chris is saying Cine. There's a lot for Sinisterra. Let's just read this comment. Bamford got something written in his contract by I can't believe how many managers we have had and they keep playing him. I would take that legendary number 9 shirt off his back and give it someone worthy. Well, it sounds like you're not a fan of Patrick Bamford, Jive091. But yeah, I can kind of get on board with that. Look, if Bamford stays, it's a fresh season. If he can stay fit, I'll support him and get behind him until there's reason not to. Would I be bothered if Patrick Bamford left the club as long as we signed another striker? Absolutely not. But again, we may sign a striker before the end of the window, but we're definitely not going to have one in by Sunday, in my opinion, anyway. Another shout for Cine. Watch, I bet we get a striker in. Ah, right. Well, we said, yeah, look, I think we could get a striker in. Could. But it won't be for Sunday, Philip. I really hope you're right there, but unless we can get a deal done like that, I think they've already said that they're focusing on a centre-back as the next signing, i.e. Nat Phillips. So I just think it'll be a centre-back in next. I'm not saying we won't sign a striker at all. We may do. It just might be a few games into the season. A lot of people are saying Cine as well. Oh, is that the Finnish striker? Yeah. If he comes in, he could be like another Teemu Pukki. You don't know. And Edward's saying our new member from Swansea. Yeah. Right. Okay then. Good stuff. 48 of you in the building at the minute, guys. Please smash that like button if you haven't already. It really does help get the stream out to more people. Share it with your friends, your family, your neighbours, whoever. Get all of your comments in the comment section below, and please subscribe if you are brand new. And of course, hit that notification bell so that you're always aware of when I'm uploading and going live. Next one will open up a little bit of a debate, I think. We may see a few names in here, depending on your opinion. Underwhelming player. So what I mean by that, a player who is just not going to have the season that we would hope. Or maybe not feature a lot, or someone who you maybe would be happy to see leave. That can all fall under that, if you like. So yeah, underwhelming player, guys. Or is Phillips saying flop of the season? Yeah, basically underwhelming player, flop of the season, whatever you want to call it. Get your thoughts in. Now, my pick, I'm just going to say straight off the back. Well, I have two players really. Jamie Shackleton. And I know he's had an okay pre-season, but for me, it doesn't make up for my overall opinion on him, and I hope I'm wrong, Jan Paveda. It'll either be Shakot or Paveda for me in this category. And again, I've seen a few names. I've seen a few different names in the chat. And I agree with a few of them, to be fair. But Jamie Shackleton, I've never been sold on him. I don't see why he's still at the club. He's been played at right back. He's been played in midfield. Both positions he's not good at all. It was on loan at Millwall last season and he didn't even play much there. So why have we still got him? Just sell him to a League One club or something. I just don't understand it. He's never going to cut it for me. And again, if he plays some minutes this season and he does really well, fair play to him. Fair play to him. But for me, he's never cut it and he never will. Paveda, again, since he's been at the club, one good game in the Premier League against Man City behind closed doors in the first Premier League season. But other than that, he's been loaned out at Blackburn, loaned out at Blackpool. And yeah, now he's back under a different manager. He scored that goal against Forest and had an impact, fair enough. And he did all right against Hearts when he come on. But like Daniel Farker's already said about him, 2 decent performances doesn't kind of just make him a good player overnight. And it just doesn't mean that he can come in and just play every game. Like he can't. He has to build that confidence up and he has to make Farker trust him. I just don't think we'll see Paveda a lot. He may come on off the bench in certain games, but do I want Ian Paveda starting week in, week out for us? No, definitely not. So yeah, it'll be Shaq and Paveda with for me anyway. Warren's saying Pascal Struijk, yeah, interesting. Actually, got to be true, mate. Skip saying Bamford. A few names could go in here. Yeah, that's why I did it, Jay, because I wanted to get the opinion of the chat. Firpo. God, I forgot about Firpo. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, defo. 100%. Cooper, no to captain. Cooper. Jamie Shackleton, yeah. Hill Football agrees with me. Cooper. There's a few Coopers in the chat. I think Shacks will do okay as a squad player. Fair enough. He's just never cut it for me, Jay, and he never will for me. Nonto, I do like him, but he throws his dummy out when things don't go his way. Yeah, if he stays, you could see a bit of an attitude problem. Yeah, I agree. Do you think Shaq would do well at left back? No, absolutely not. Can barely play right back, mate. Never mind left back. Ampadu for captain, yeah, potentially, mate. You never know. Edward says he agrees. Bamford is consistently underwhelming. Yeah, that's a fair comment as well. Jay's saying Firpo, I think his days are done, or maybe hate to say it, JB. Don't get me wrong, I love him, but if we sign a centre, yeah, that is a very good point. If we sign another midfielder, JB could fall down the pecking order a little bit. So yeah, Ayling, yeah, that's a good shout. What about Brandon Williams if we get him as 22? Yeah, I think we discussed that earlier. I think Brandon Williams would be a really good addition for our squad. So yeah, my picks for underwhelming either Jamie Shackleton or Jan Paveda. But there's a few different names in there, which was good to see a little bit of a difference in opinion. Another one then, it's kind of the final one in terms of like the little sections, and then we'll just have a little chat afterwards. But surprise package. So what I mean by surprise package, a player who maybe no one expects to have a good season, but I think could shine through and really be noticeable and, you know, make a claim to be in the first 11 on a more regular basis. So who do you think the surprise package will be? My pick for surprise package is Dan James. Now, the reason why I say Dan James is because since he's been at Leeds, it's been quite underwhelming. Let's just be real. Loaned out to Fulham, they didn't really play him much either. He's come back, played really well in pre-season. His set pieces, he can actually get a ball into the box from a corner, which is yeah, exactly, really good. And I think he'll have a real point to prove this season. He said that he's happy to be here. He's happy to be back under the new manager. Been playing really well. I think his pace will cause a lot of defenses some real issues, and hopefully he can bag some goals. And yeah, I just think he'll have a real improved season with a little bit more consistency. So yeah, my pick for surprise package is Mr. Daniel James. Sorry, guys, I do have a little bit of a sore throat at the minute. Paveda. Okay, fair enough. Caroline agrees with me. Dan James, another one for Paveda. Paveda, right. A lot of people don't agree with me then. Fair enough. Paveda and Shackleton. Whatever, Jay. Whatever. I think that actually will be Paveda, right? Fair enough. A lot of Pavedas in the chat. Interesting. And I could be wrong about Paveda. I could be, and if I am, I hold my hands up. It's just another one who I've never really been 100% sold on. Now just saying Darlow, Cal Darlow. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, hopefully he can come in and have a good season. Leo Hjelde. Yeah, again, good shout. Good shout is that. Costa. God, Helder Costa. Wow, I forgot he's even alive. No, not for me. I think he'll be either loaned out or sold. I just don't think he'll be part of Farke's plans at all, really. Jay's saying he thinks Shelder. Don't think anyone has high expectations on him, so I can see him. Yeah, that is a fair point. I've not really got any sort of expectation towards him, so yeah, hopefully he can have a good season as well. Paveda, Sam Byram, yeah, that's an interesting one. Yeah, he could come in and maybe shock a few people this season. Paveda has already surprised. Yeah, he has surprised me, but it's about keeping that consistency up in it. And Fark has even said it himself. 2 good performances in pre-season isn't really enough. You need to work more. You need to work harder to get in the team. So yeah, all good stuff. Then all good stuff. So just a question to throw out there, guys. Obviously, it's in the title of this video, and I was thinking about it earlier at work. Are we ready for this season in terms of squad, in terms of expectation, in terms of the overall feel at the club? Is there a lot more positivity towards Leeds at the moment? Obviously, last season didn't obviously end well as we were relegated, and it was quite toxic to say the least. I remember being at Ellen Road for that Spurs game, and Ellen Road was not a nice place that day. But at the minute, I'll be honest, that there seems to be quite a lot of optimism from what I'm seeing on social media and everything. Do I think we're ready for the start of the season? I think we're ready for the start of the season. Yeah, I think we're ready for August. But we really do need to see some more signings now. Obviously, as I said, Nat Phillips has been linked. Hopefully, we can get that one over the line from Liverpool. Brandon Williams from Man United. Unsure as to whether that one is a loan or a permanent. Either way, I think it'd be a decent signing. There's Glenn Kamara at Rangers, who's been linked in midfield. We've already got Ampadu. We've already got Caldalo. We need a number 10. We need a playmaker. We've never really replaced either Saiz or Pablo Hernandez. Need a number 10, real playmaker in that 10 role. And of course, the Piers de Resistance, a number 9. Like, the number 9 has to happen in this window for me. Bamford has shown already that he's made of biscuits. Ruta went off injured. If this doesn't give them a kick up the arse to go out and buy a number 9, whether it's your Perot, whether it's the Finnish striker from Italy's second division, whoever it is, we need someone, as Chris is saying, to come on, to come in, and be a goal scorer. Leeds are going to create chances in this league. We've got some really good attacking talent up top. And let's be honest, it's the Championship. Most teams in this league we should be beating. We're going to create chances. We just need that clinical striker to finish off chances. I think we'll have a really good season if we can add that number 9 in. Caroline saying she thinks so, but still need a number 9. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely need a number 9. I agree. I think we are as best prepared as we can be, considering we were a week behind most teams. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree, Jay. I think we're as ready as we can be, mate. The number 9 from Swansea. Yeah, everyone's on about your Perot. I'd love him, but I just don't see it happening. I really don't. I hope I'm wrong. I need to find another Yeboah. Yeah, God, if only. Championship is full of teams, right? Okay, yeah, fair enough. I think we'll keep more clean sheets. Yeah, I do as well. I still see 3 or 4 Adams, Green on Harrison players leaving for. Yeah, exactly. 100%. That is very plausible. Yeah, hopefully. Elias Chair from QPR, quality. Yeah, what a shout that is. What a shout. As a number 10, that would be an amazing signing. But again, are we going to pay 10 million quid for Elias Chair? Who knows? We have a decent first 11 in the squad depth. That's the worry. Yeah, exactly, Simon. Yeah. Akpom, yeah. Akpom's another good shout as well. So, yeah. Cool. Obviously, I think we're ready. I think we're as ready as we can be, like JC said. But like I say, guys, we definitely need about 4 more signings, in my opinion, minimum. Left back, centre back, midfielder, and a striker, 100%. And then I think we'll be 100% ready. But as always with Leeds United, nothing is ever easy. So even if whether we go up or not this season, it will be a roller coaster of a ride, as it always is with Leeds United in the Championship. And the final thing that I'm going to ask, just to end the stream on then, guys, league position. Where are Leeds United going to finish come the end of the season? Are we getting promoted? Are we going to get promoted, or is it going to be a second season in the Championship come the end of it? So get your comments in, guys. League position, final league position for Leeds United this season. I've said second, so I think we will go up automatically. I don't think we'll finish top. I think Leicester are going to win the Championship. I don't know why, because the signings are exactly, world class or really good for the Championship, but I just think they're better suited to the Championship at the minute than we are. And I think we'll go up, as I've said. I think we'll finish second, but I think it'll be a very close second. I think we'll just nick it, maybe with a few games left. Obviously, there's Middlesbrough, Southampton, there's Coventry, Sunderland. There's some decent teams in this Championship that will be fighting for promotion as well. So it will be difficult, but I think Leeds United can finish second. Philip saying first. Wow, well done. Second from Caroline. Third from Hill Football. Chris is saying second. Promoted second, yeah. Champs, fair enough. 5 without a new striker, or first or second with. Okay. I think we need 2 really solid quality signings and third. Okay. Leicester, no way. Fair enough if that's your opinion. It's just my opinion. I think we're finishing the playoffs, but then it's all luck. Yeah, exactly. I don't want playoffs. I'd rather just go up. Second or playoffs. The amount of players Leicester have lost. Yeah, I understand that. But they've also brought in more signings than we have at the minute. They've brought in some experience as well. I think our usual crap January will cost us, yeah. First place, top of the league, fair enough. They have lost more than us. Yeah, they have, but, well, yeah. But again, just my opinion. I am still saying that Leeds are going to get promoted, by the way. I just think Leicester will finish top. First, won by April, will finish 14 points clear. Southampton second, and Leicester will be fifth. Middlesbrough will go up in the playoffs. Interesting shout from Jay there. Looking at it today, sixth. That may change depending on more signings. Yeah, Philip, if you don't agree and if you don't like it, then you can switch off and go watch someone else, mate. I'm just giving my opinion. I did think sixth, but I have a little more optimism too. Yeah, we are better than Leicester. Fair enough. I hope you're right. Champions, I'm being positive. Nice one. No, they haven't. All right then, Philip. All right then. First, no playoff, please. Well, if we start on Sunday with Cooper, Early, Bamford, that says it all. Yeah, exactly. And Frank is saying champions. So there's a few people saying champions. A few people are thinking playoffs. I think we'll just get automatic promotion in second. But again, if we sign some good players, then that could change to first, in my opinion, as well. So yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. We've been going for nearly 45 minutes now. There's 59 of you in the building. Just before I go, guys, and just before you leave, please smash a like on your way out. It really does help get the stream out there and get more eyes on the channel. Please share it with your friends, your family, your neighbours, whoever. Let's get more eyes on the channel. Please subscribe if you are brand new as well. I really want to hit 3K as soon as possible. Get all of your comments in the comment section after the stream ends, and of course hit that notification bell. And I will be back at some point throughout the week, obviously, with your pre-game content ahead of Cardiff on Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.